Machine is starting up. All right, all systems go. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Sunday, December 29th, 2019. It's 8:06 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Bitcoin's looking kind of green today, and it's a Sunday, so that's when volume tends to be low. I want to believe maybe we're going to see a change in this downward trend. Looking at the market, a mix of green and red. Bitcoin up 0.88% last 24 hours. Ethereum up 1.86%. Litecoin up 0.73%. XRP up 1%. And we do have some definite winners. NEO up 6.2%. We have Dash up 5.16%. So definitely we have some alts making gains today, and Bitcoin's been able to hang out and continue going sideways the last 2 days or so. So this is a good thing. Bitcoin's working on the psychological level of 7,400. Let's see if we can break that today. We're at 7,388 today, and that ain't bad. Up 0.89% last 24 hours. Looking at the traditional markets, the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the Russell 2000, if you do note, they all closed Friday on a red candle, especially the Russell 2000 index. What does that mean? Probably nothing. They're all uptrending quite steeply, although maybe the Russell 2000 is beginning to weaken. Maybe we'll see a negative MACD change on the daily come Monday. Always interesting to see what happens when those markets open. Tether into Bitcoin is good. 1.66 billion. Tether into Ethereum is good. 879 million. Like to see Bitcoin over $1 billion, and it is. Like to see Tether. I like to see Ethereum. Tether into Ethereum at over 500 million, and it is. So we're looking good today. Nice volume for a Sunday. Last 24 hours. Hey, people are making stuff happen this weekend. People are buying. All right, market cap for Bitcoin, 133 billion. That's not too exciting. Real volume last 24 hours over the top 10 exchanges is 124 million. Now I like to see it over 300 million to even be mediocre. 124 million, that's definitely not much for the last 24 hours, but it is Sunday. This is kind of a holiday weekend. Yet, we are seeing definitely Tether into Bitcoin at 1.66 billion. Tether into Ethereum at 879 million. So stuff's happening. We're just not really seeing it reflected across the top 10 exchanges. Well, make of that what you will. Somebody's buying. Longs versus shorts, totaling Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. 64% longs, 35% shorts. Binance, these guys seem to have a little bit of a connection to the market. They seem to know what's going on. I've almost been starting to use this as an indicator of which way Bitcoin might go. Of course, not financial advice. This is always for entertainment purposes only. But with that said, this is one that I'm watching. This Binance crew seems to know what's up, and they're shorting. So take that for what it's worth. Current sentiment for Bitcoin over blockchain whispers is indecisive. And let's face it, aren't the most annoying people and situations in life indecisive? Just make up your mind, Bitcoin. All right, on the daily. Well, it's not a whole lot of excitement here. This white line here is our 200 moving average. On the daily, we are below that. This purple line, that is the 50. Let me make sure of that. One sec. Sorry to hold you up. Turn that off. All right. So anyway, don't want to lead you astray. Here's the 200 moving average, and we're well below it. Although the MACD is positive, and the MACD and the signal line, the MACD, the blue line, and the red line, the signal, they're just kind of staying parallel. That histogram is not really growing on the daily, so we're just hanging out on an upward trend there for the MACD. So MACD is positive on the daily, but we are still well below the 200 moving average. So really, we need to get above that for me to really see Bitcoin as bullish, and not only just break above it. We need to, as you can see here, need to break above it, come down, and not go back through. We have to find it as support, bounce off it, and keep going. So, we're still bearish on Bitcoin on the daily, even though we have a positive MACD. We're not seeing any, massive pumps going on here. If we look, it's pretty clear to see we are just straight up last good number of days sideways, and we're hanging out parallel to the 200 moving average. So Bitcoin is sideways. All right, a daily again. I wanted to look at this, and this actually is the this is the 50 moving average. So you've got 200 moving average, we're still below it. We're parallel to it on the daily. But check it out. We are creeping towards crossing that 50 moving average, which definitely might cause a little bit of a pump. But as you can see, we're not coming up to it. See, the thing, 50 moving average is trending down. And now we're kind of going sideways and we're going to meet. So, price action meets that 50 moving average. Well, that might take it for what it's worth. On the daily, we still have that positive MACD, but I think when we hit this 50 moving average cross, is that going to be a positive or a negative? I don't know. If we cross the 50 when the 50 was trending up, that'd be positive. If we cross the 50 while the 50 is trending down, But anyway, early in the week, we are going to see something happen when that crosses, I think. So keep a watch for that. Watch that 50 moving average. 4-hour chart, we are riding the 200 moving average in the 4-hour chart. These are these little pink squares here. They're when we cross the 200 moving average in one candle. And they usually tend to denote some price action is going to happen. So, as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 recently on the 4-hour chart. Going back to, that started on December 22nd. Usually when we keep doing that, crossing like that, well, some price action follows towards the positive. So if we look here on the 4-hour chart, we're starting to see a maybe slightly positive moving 200 moving average as far as trending up, and we are above it. So this is good upward mobility movement for Bitcoin. So let's see if that plays out. This coming down here is the 314 moving average, which is hanging out right at about 76.10. If we could get above that, the 200, and also get above the 314 and find support there, hey, that is a darn good sign on the 4 hours. So you got the daily MACD is positive, 4-hour MACD is positive, especially on the 4-hour chart. You can see we're really riding and working on getting above that 200 moving average and finding support. If we can do that, boom, that would definitely be bullish. All right, 2-hour chart, as you can see, we've been riding that 200 moving average, but here again, one cross the 200, another cross the 200, cross the 200, cross the 200. We're really, really working on it. And on the 2-hour chart, we have actually found maybe even support, some sideways action above the 314. So that's not bad to see. Positive MACD. And also this is the DI and the ADX. So ADX is right now hitting right about, where are you? What's your level? It is at about 23 or so, or 25. Once we get above 25, that's a positive sign for the ADX, and of course the directional indicator. Once we can start to get some stronger green candles there, or a stronger green histogram, I guess you could say. No, stronger green candles. See, as you can see here, where when we have some strong green candles and we're above the midline there for the directional indicator, you can see this pump that followed. So really, if we can start getting some more power there on the directional index, boom. But we're setting up. We have an ADX above 25, or right at 25, and we're also seeing some stronger green candles there. So maybe, looking through our chart and the 4-hour chart, hey, maybe Bitcoin's making a turnaround. So, like I say, I want to believe. But still, we have a lot of daily sideways pressure. All right, looking at the 45-minute chart for immediate, very, very immediate price action. Positive directional index, but of course it's fading. ADX is cruising up there, which you have to avoid right here, especially in these short time frames. When your ADX is going up and your price action is going down, they're basically pointing at each other. I usually tend to denote velocity of dump when I see that. So our indicator is green. ADX is positive. Well, it's positive, but it might be showing, as these two point at each other, well, some velocity to this dump. Anyway, also you can see that the RSI is trending down now this morning. This is a very, very short time frame, but it does look like maybe our morning green candle that you can see here on the 2-hour. Yep, it was green, now it's red. Looks like maybe that's turning around. We'll see how far this goes. This red trend line here, that's the 8 moving average. Very good chance we could find support there and keep moving up at around 73.50. We shall see. Sorry this was a little bit long, but well, I just felt like looking at Bitcoin a little bit closer today. Sorry, I don't have any really great news or bad news. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, when we look at these short time frames, they're great, but they really cannot tell us as much as the daily, which is sideways with a positive MACD and a weak directional indicator, but at least in the green. ADX is going the wrong way. And if we look at the daily also, this 50 moving average is on the way down. If we cross it, well, I don't know. We shall see what's going to happen. Definitely something to watch. I'd watch for some price action movement on that. Put that in your chart and watch it. As always, December is a bit of a difficult month for trading. Like I say, a good number of pros just take the month off because they've already made their Lambos and they're just chilling out. But regardless, if you're sticking it out and you're watching what Bitcoin is doing, that's great. I'm glad you're here. Obstacles can't stop you. Weather can't stop you. Heartbreak can't stop you. Failure can't stop you. Sideways Bitcoin can't stop you. Only you can stop you. Keep at it. Hope you're surviving this holiday season. It's almost the new year. You're a warrior. Keep at it. And remember, this is the peaceful revolution. There's more to Bitcoin than just the daily price action. Glad you're in this space. I'll see you tomorrow.